Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is episode 18 of the MLB The Show franchise mode here with your Toronto Blue Jays. Here we are in year 2024 and it is a big year for the Toronto Blue Jays as we have went through kind of a process of changing up a lot of things, and of course we have a couple Rule 5 picks to make the team a little bit more defensive, as you guys can see here. We practically kept the team the way that it is, and I want to make some big changes, and I was thinking of which way can we do that, since Fernando Silva, I mean, with 70 games, he just was not capable enough of playing good baseball. Now, I am going to simulate, because this is the regular season, right? I'm pretty sure. What's this? Oh, this is spring training. Damn it, David Polino came off of waivers. Damn. And Tyler O'Neill, just keep active. I want to see how well Fernando Silva can play in a couple of the oh my god, why can I not speak? I just want to really see how well he can play throughout this next couple of games, because if he cannot play good, there's a guy that I'm targeting, and we need to edit all these lineups because I'm not having Fernando Zumera play up on the top of the order. Don David's our top guy to play there. And then Fernando Silva, Tyler O'Neill will play there. Oh my god, my nose is always itchy to start off these videos. My lord, man. I cannot believe how itchy my goddamn nose is right now. But yeah, we wanted to play, what's his face? Fernando Silva. And yeah, just a 222. We're just gonna simulate through the year, through the preseason, see how well Fernando Silva is. I don't care about the lineups, just simulate for him. See how well he'll play for in that DH spot. If he can play solid, or if he won't, really will be a big test for the Blue Jays. So we really rank everything. Speed is definitely a low spot on the team, but I'm not too worried about that. A 267. He's on fire right now. I think we just trust him going into this year. We trust him, and we just see if he can really smack some home runs. And if not, we could go after a guy like JD Martinez and pick him up to smack us some good home runs. But we already have a great home run team, so I'm not going to be really too worried about that. And man, Kyle Wright is playing absolutely brilliant. But let's get all the lineups underway. Let's get everything fixed up. So Don David, yes. Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Christian Yelich, Luke Vaught, and then you have Tyler O'Neill, then Fernando Silva. Which we could play Fernando Silva there, and then Danny Jensen, and then Fernando Zumera will be playing there. Zumera new. We want our boy Don David to play there, and then everyone else. Because I like Tyler O'Neill better to play outfield. He's more of a veteran guy for the team. Fernando Silva, yep, left-handers this time, so we need a big left-hander home run. So Guerrero Jr., we could play him there. Christian Yelich, Tyler O'Neill, Fernando Silva, Vaught, Jansen, and then Zumera. And then same thing. Do the same thing there. Davis, Tyler O'Neill, Guerrero Jr. there. And there we go. And then the pitching staff will be a little bit different as well. Yeah, that's actually how I want a Musgrove. Right, and then I wanted Paxton, then I wanted Mark Letter Jr., and then Boraki to end off. And then there is our pitching stuff. We got Egan, Hildeberger, which we will be playing Tyler Rogers in the mid-relief bowl, and then Milberger will be our setup pitcher. And then Rogers, Iglesias, Pajone again, and then Nate Pierce as our other guy. So there's your lineups, ladies and gentlemen. We're also going to get some people on a contract extension. Our first guy will be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. When I was thinking about this, we are going to lock the man up for a long goddamn time. So 10 years will bring him to 35 years old, which we might as well just do right off the get-go. We're going to lock Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for the rest of his career. And might as well, if we could get a cheaper deal, we will try to get a cheaper deal on Vladimir Guerrero Jr. because, I mean, why the fuck not? If we could get a cheaper deal on this guy and he'll take a little bit of a discount for us, that'd be awesome. But we will sign him for $28 million for the next 10 years. I'm not interested in being locked up into a long-term contract. How about 5 years, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.? And we'll lock you up for 5 years. You do not want to be locked up. So I guess there'll be a 2-year deal at $30 million. The length is right. Salary's too low. So we're going to have to make it exactly. Wow, you are really asking for money there, bro. So we can give you no more than just that. Than $31 million. 1 year at $31 million. So we can only sign him to another 1-year deal. And that's at $31 million for Vladdy. And that is bad that he doesn't want to sign any more than just that. So we're going to really have to play some money ball next year with how many free agents we got. Because we got a lot coming up next year. And the way that this team is rolling, we're going to want to win a World Series like right fucking now, man. It's going to be definitely a tight season in the cap space. But we're good in the AAA. We need a little bit of AA players. A little bit of depth. For us, I think we're good pitching wise. Relief pitchers, we could use like 1 or 2 relief pitchers for the depth of the team. 2.1 for Addison Reed. Catching, we could use a catcher, backup catcher, Roberto Perez. 1 year, we'll sign him to $2 million as well. Who else do we need? Second baseman, we're pretty deep second baseman. We need some outfielders though for the depth wise of the team. Jose Martinez, Josh Reddick. We could use Drew Ferguson, sure. Pretty cheap player for 1 year at $800K. And then we could use a center fielder. We'll go George Springer, sure. He's been he used to be a great player back in the day, so we'll sign him to a deal. You need some security, which we will not be able to give you. So Cage Canning, he wants some security as well, I guess. Leonard Garcia, let's see if we could just get him to a year at depth. 3.5. Nope. You want more security. Jesus Christ, all these guys want. Michael Brantley. He has great vision, great contact, so if we need him during the playoffs, he would be our guy to use. 3.1. There we go. Michael Brantley. There's the guys that we wanted to sign, and then we could just make some moves to send down some guys to the AAA. So I'll move him down to AA. Him down to Class A. Kamosho can go down to Class A. And then Ferguson can be moved up to the AAA. Kamosho, Dominiz, Antana, Groshans. We don't really got very many guys that could play in the AA, but we can move him down to the AA. Kinugawa, I don't want to send any of those guys down. Want to mostly keep them. We could use some more relief pitchers. That's for goddamn sure. I think that's a really big thing that we need to kind of pick up is some relief pitchers and get some of them. David Phillips, who used to play for the Blue Jays for a pretty good amount of time, so we'll sign him to a deal. Sam Dyson, who we hit that big fucking home run against in the Texas Rangers series way back in real life. We could definitely use some center fielders. So Dustin Fowler. He wants a long-term contract. Stuart Fairchild wants a fucking long-term contract. There we go. One guy that can take something cheap. Lewis Brinson, Sean Rubles. We could sign him as well for the AA. So just getting some guys that could temporarily go in there and just fill some spots. So Sam Dyson, AAA. And then we'll send some of these guys down. So Luis Baez. I really don't want to send any of these guys down, but Hugh Adkins can. And then a bunch of our center fielders can go and get sent down to... he can into Class A. And this guy can go into Class A. And I think that is it. That's all we got for players that we just signed, right? Oh, that's fucking AA we need to go into. AA. No one needs to be playing in Class A. We need all these guys up in AA. AA. All these guys need to be up in AA, not in Class A. There we go. The roster is good and dandy for this upcoming year. Top prospects. Do we got any? Eric Padino, he's number 7, and then we got Johnny Denny, so we definitely got some up-and-coming starting pitchers coming through the shrine of the Toronto Blue Jays, and I'm hoping they come up sooner or later, because we're really going to need them once we hit Vladimir Guerrero's big-ass contract, and man, this year we are looking solid with this upcoming team, and Mark Leiter Jr., he's struggling, but hopefully he can step up during the regular season, but overall, the Toronto Blue Jays are looking very well, so let's get into the first week of the first month of the MLB. So we are going to be going up against the Detroit Tigers to start our year off. So let's just start off the year hot, man. I mean, I know this team. Okay, we're going to have to remove some guys off the 40-man roster. Awesome. And these are guys that we do not need to have on the roster. These are just the free agents that we signed that we need to get rid of. Groshans needs to stay on there. Michael Brantley will keep on the 40-man list. Drew Ferguson we could take off of there. Is that good now? Do we have any starting pitchers that also took a long nut roll? Hoffenstein, sure, we'll just remove him off the 40-man list just to keep shit good. Anyways, let's get to the regular season. Let's start this year off hot. We just have to take one more fucking player off, and that's Michael Brantley, which I really don't want to take him off. But we're going to throw Lugan Warmonth on there off of that 40-man list because he's just probably not a player that's going to develop very good for us. So we'll just take him off of that list. So let's go. That defense, man, we really cranked up that defense. We knew that we need to improve it, and we did. Oh my god, can you piss off? Seriously, I took off Logan Warmonth. Can you take him off? Yes. Jesus Christ. Let's get a going, boys. Let's go. Let's get the simulation started. Philadelphia has claimed fielder Drew Ferguson off of waivers and Logan Warmonth off of waivers as well. Phillies, what do you got for me? Adam Hainsley, a left fielder. What is he? Be potential 75 overall. Not a guy that I'm particularly looking at, and I'd rather keep Brendan Hennepy, who's almost a starting pitcher for us anyways. 3-4 to start off the year. It's not a very good record. Hopefully we could bounce back with a couple big wins, and we sweep the Cleveland Indians. And then, oh my god, look at this team. We're just ripping into every series. Oh, and that is a huge injury. Tyler O'Neill out with a broken shin. He's one of our big-time players, so we're going to have to throw Jonathan Davis in there now, and we're going to have to call up somebody to be our extra outfielder. But that is a huge loss and a huge player for the Toronto Blue Jays. Man, that's a huge bummer. We're going to be missing Tyler O'Neill for sure for a little bit now. But, man, everyone's red hot. Like, Guerrero Jr. at 325, 8 home runs. He's ripping shit up for the Toronto Blue Jays right now. It's what we need him to do. So, I guess we're going to be calling on Michael Brantley, which... Good thing we did sign him to that contract and got him on the team because we're going to be calling him right up right quick. And he will be one of our depth pieces for the team. So there we go. Let's get the simulation back going. Let's get to the end of the month. And then we'll take a look at the team. Auto-fix rosters, auto-fix lineups. And we're 19-10 and we're first place in the division, which didn't happen last year. We didn't have this hot of a start. We didn't have everyone just pumping on their full throttle. Don David at 255, Bo Bichette at 348, Guerrero Jr.'s hitting home runs like left, right, and center. Christian Yelich, I mean, he's been struggling this year. He's definitely not that tip-top player that we really need him to be, but, I mean, what else can he do? He's kind of dropping down a bit. Hopefully he can start smacking some shit here soon. Luke Vogt, oh my god, a 340 from Luke Vogt. Fernando Sylvia at 250. He's really taken a step up from what he has in the past couple of years, and that's it there. For the Blue Jays, the pitching staff, Joe Musgrove, an 819. He's really struggling to become like a good pitcher for us. He's not pitching very well, but you got Kyle Wright backing him up, who has a 213. And I mean, last year he was a beast for us. He struggled in the playoffs, but he's playing really great right now. James Paxton, the Canadian, he's really stepping up. Mark Leonard Jr. after that a horrible spring training, he's really stepped up in Borowski as well. Nate Pearson, he's struggling with the 570. John Gant, 216. Thomas Mahone with 7 innings of work. He's not giving up a single run. Gladius pitching. Tyler Rogers, he's struggling once again. I mean, 822. That's definitely a horrible. But Hildeberger, we're going to throw Taylor Rogers in that setup position. See if that does him better. In the Phil Egan, a 386. One of our big studs. Our first draft pick ever. So let's keep on the simulation for the Toronto Blue Jays and get up to that draft. And we got to fade. And if we keep winning like this, man, we're dominating, bro. Oh my fucking god, man. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. out with a torn hamstring for the next 2 to 3 months. Oh my lord, that is the biggest injury that we can take ever, man. I guess Kevin LaValle is going to get his big chance in that third base position, but that is a type of injury that you really do not want to see right now on a team like this, is losing your big star player in Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's going to be out for a long time, man. That is a painful injury. You lose Tyler O'Neill, that's one player, but you lose your all-star in Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that sucks. So Kevin LaValle, man, you're going to have to step up big time for the Toronto Blue Jays right now, man. You are going to be the big time third baseman for the team. So, and we were going on a hot start, man. We cannot slow down a bit. We got to keep on winning those big games right now, and we are. Without Vladimir Guerrero Jr., we went through Boston. We ripped them apart. The Reds are giving us a very intriguing trade with that third baseman. But he has another 2 years left on a big time contract. So I'm really not liking that type of deal though. So I'm going to have to pass on him. And he looks very intriguing. But I mean, his only good thing about him is his fielding, and Joe Musgrove are not trading him away anyways in the first place. So the draft date is 9 days away. So let's get right close up to that draft. And we're 36-20 and we're starting to lose the games that we do not want to lose. We're just a half game back. We're a day away from the draft. And how are we looking? How is Kevin LaValle playing? At 303, 1 home run. He's not getting those home runs. I mean, that's what I mean. This is what you're missing in a guy like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's your home run guy. And we're really missing Vladdy right now, man. We are really, really missing him. And that's just the bummer right now. I really don't give a shit. Is that we're missing our big home run guy on the team. His first really big time injury. So we're going to have to call Kevin Biggio up too as well, just so we can have another depth player. But everyone's really stepping up. Bo Bichette's really stepping up. Christian Yelich is stepping back up, which is nice to see. Luke Vogt, he's been a big dinger. Fernando Silva, he's hitting some big home runs. Kevin LaValle is really hitting that bat. So really seeing a lot of development from a lot of guys. Michael Brantley is coming in pretty good. Pitching wise, how is Joe Musgrove? Joe Musgrove is bouncing back. James Wright, oh my god, he's just performing like a man. Paxton's playing good. Mark Leiter Jr. and Borowski really needs to step his ass back up. Nate Pearson, I gotta say, he's really stepping up as a big time pitcher for us down in that late relief role. John Gant, I mean, he's kind of struggled there, but Thomas Pahone's still playing great. Iglesias still doing pretty good. Hildeberger and Rogers, he's lowered his ERA a bit, which is nice. And Egan playing like a man. So let's get to this draft, man. Autofix rosters. Yes, autofix lines. Go to the draft, baby. Let's see if we can get some luck with this upcoming draft, because honestly, we need to get some luck here. I totally forgot that we need to keep signing scouts. I don't think we have ever signed scouts in this entire franchise mode. But let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can find. Jack Pagan, no. Walter Ryu. Nice speed, which we could actually use some speed. Walter Ryu, South Korea. Woody Rosado. Ooh. And honestly, we could use a new catcher because we haven't developed any big-time catchers in the past little bit. And if we get a big-time guy that can hit the baseball, ooh, that is even more intriguing. Andreas Garcia, a big-time home run guy. That's a guy I'm going to get with, Garcia. And that will be in our first round. So let's get to our next pick, 18th overall. Colt Higgins, we do not need. We could use another star. Eric Spain looks pretty good. Brito. And then Daryl Griffin, so that's it for 80. So Willie Britta, 80 stamina, not looking too bad overall. Velocity and break is really nice. Blaine Madden, not too bad. And Eric Spain, how's he looking? He's looking really good. Eric Spain, we're going to draft you with our second round pick. Okay. Another round, then we get another pick. I think we're going to go with Willie Britta. Willie Britta was another good pick, so we'll go with another starting pitcher. We're not going to really have to worry about the third base spot because we got Vladdy, so I'm not really too worried about that. And then Will Alfred. That's some nice speed. I will definitely choose Will Alfred. Even though he might not have great contact, if he has great speed, could be a great pitch hitter. If he's not the greatest overall in the world. Minnesota, great fielding, and that's what we're looking for. So practically these ending of these rounds are practically just going to be slim pickings. And we're just going to go for the best player that we could possibly find. Carlos, another guy with power and speed, sure. Arnold Eba. And we picked a lot of outfielders. I think with this last pick, we're going to... Oh, never mind. We don't have another pick. Anyways, so that's our big-time draft. How well did we do? Andres Garcia, definitely a big-time power hitter. First baseman, 88 overall potential. Very, very nice. Eric Spain, 85 overall potential. Nice. And Willie Britta, 84 overall potential. And that's really it for luck. I mean, Will Alfred, 71, has some great speed, but that's really it. Same with Miniso and Abby. Great speed, great power, but nothing really going to develop out of those other 3 guys that we picked. But that is it for this, I guess, well, let's sim up to the All-Star game. Let's get up to that area, and then we'll end the video off there. So we get some big-time wins. We got a big win against, oh, he's out. Okay, we'll just keep active because he's not out for long. Place on bench. Does he get placed right back in his closing position? Nope. We need him back in that position. I'm really happy with Tyler Hildeberger. He's really performing really, really good. We need to start getting some more W's here, boys. Without... Oh, there we go. Activate. He's not going to be... Okay. Oh, we're in the playoff position. Look at that. We're at the top of the... Top of the AL. The Rays are right behind us with 1 game back, but we're not going to be worried about that right now. We need to send down Michael Brantley. We need to send down to AAA. There we go. And then lineups, we're going to be getting Tyler O'Neill, our boy, back, which we're not going to throw him back in the lineup yet. He's just out for a couple more days, so we're not going to throw him back in. Yeah, we're going to throw him back in after the New York Yankees series. We're just going to give him a little bit of a break. Okay, we need to send down one guy on the... who can we send down here? Brantley, no. Arreo, yes, we can send Newton Arreo down to the AA, yes. Lots of managing, man. Lots and lots of managing. Anyways, let's get back to the Yankees. And, oh my god, we're ripping apart the Yankees, bro. Let's go. There we go. A 3 series. Oh my god, we just ripped through the Yankees, man. We ripped through them like they were fucking nothing, bro. They were nothing to us. We ripped through them. We get a big series win. Kevin LaValle, he's really stepping up, man. I'm impressed by the way that Kevin LaValle is playing. I think he could be our future first baseman, honestly. You get rid of Kevin LaValle, you throw in Tyler O'Neill, or you get rid of Luke Vaught, who's been a big-time, well, not big-time cap eater, but Kevin LaValle could be a cheaper and probably more defensive guy to go with. So for Tyler O'Neill, better than everyone there, so we can move him up the order. Tyler O'Neill back in. Let's get him, boys. Let's go. That's good to see that Tyler O'Neill's back in the lineup. Fernando Sylvia has better power than Tyler O'Neill. And then, last but not least, get him in there. He's a big-time overall player, man. 94. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep him in the next couple of years because he's going to be expensive next year if he's going to demand what his overall is and how well he's been playing. James Paxton out for 1 to 2 weeks, so he's on the 10-day DL list. And also, Nate Pearson's out with an injury as well, which we'll just keep active. But we are going to have to call up a pitcher to come in and pitch for us. Eric Padino, you know what? He's performing really well. We're going to give him a chance up in the major leagues to take it into the pitching rotation and see how well he will do in that spotlight right now. So let's see how well Eric Badino will do in that spotlight of being in the pitching rotation for the next little bit. I would like to see his first game, actually. Where is it? Right here, against the Boston Red Sox. I would like to see that game, actually, and see how well he does. View offer Joel Moosegrove. No, we're not trading away Joel Moosegrove. Get the fuck out of here. Loss. Auto-utilize. Place on bench. I just want to see if everyone's all good. Nate Pearson's there. Eric Padino. Let's get Eric Padino. Let's see how well he can play. We're going to play this game. We're not going to play it, but we're going to quick manage it. Let's see how well Eric Padino will do in his first ever major league game against the Boston Red Sox. This is a big game for the kids, so let's go, Padino. This is a big team that we face in the playoffs next year, and Padino already gives up a run already, but it gets into a double play, which is really nice. But Padino, we really need to see you play some good baseball, buddy. And you already give up 2 runs. But can we come back with some big-time hits? Luke Vaught got a hit. Padino, nothing there. Triple from Jensen. Suicide squeeze. Bichette, nothing. Why's Pearson in there? Oh, so they already yanked my boy. Damn, man. They already yanked my boy. They decided that Eric Perdino was not ready, and they yanked him already. So, I mean, oh my God. We're fucking dead tired on the entire squad, man. Jesus Christ. We're just going to simulate the rest of this game now. Oh, he got injured late. Oh, fuck me, man. So Eric Perdino is out with an injury, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. He got his chance, and then of course he gets injured right off the get-go. So I mean, shit happens. So Eric Perdino, he could still probably play, but man, fuck, that sucks. The one chance he get, and then he just gets a fucking injury. Oh my God, what the fuck happened before the All-Star break, bro? Just the losses after losses, just skip. And keep on simulating, just activate because it's the All-Star game. So we're still out for 1 to 2 weeks, and we will have to activate him because we'll have to throw him. So we'll have to activate Vladimir Guerrero Jr. We'll just have to keep him on the bench for right now. We're gonna have to fix all the rosters, but I'll do that in the next video. Right now, we're a half a game back of the Rays after we just went after a huge fucking losing streak. But we got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. back in lineup, so that is huge to see for us. But I mean, man, we are playing with some intensity. Bo Bichette's having a great year at 333. He's really been a madman. Christian Yelich has really taken that step back up from not being a struggling little bitch. Tyler O'Neill coming back off an injury. He's been a little bit cold. Luke Vought's been a home run machine. Kevin LaValle, he's been a great player to see on the roster. He's been really hitting, and he's been a solid player for us, and I really think he could be a future first baseman for the team. Honestly, we've been playing so well, and I'm excited to see what this team will bring. Joe Musgrove's been playing pretty good. Kyle Wright's also Mike Letter Jr., and also Baraki. James Paxton, he has a 395, a 7-3 record. And honestly, we're not doing too bad. Pitching could use a little bit of improvement. We've been struggling a bit on that. So that's been a problem with the team. And maybe we make a trade with this upcoming... oh my God, Giancarlo Stanton is in free agents this year, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of money, though, for the rest of his contract. So I'm going to have to sadly decline on that Giancarlo Stanton. But... there's not very many pitchers. Jesus, it is a dead mine for pitchers. I mean, you got Koda Glover and Brett on Trey Wingeter, but not really very many pitchers that are out here that we could go trade after. But if you guys have any smart ideas that we could go after, anybody that we should trade after, give me any ideas. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.